Minister of Electricity and Energy, Kgosientsho Ramokgopa, says the grid has recovered. As a result of this, he says load shedding is not expected for the rest of winter. Briefing the media on the state of the electricity grid on Hatfield earlier on, Ramokgopa said they are also working to ensure that they end load reduction in some areas.
We got the financial support from the South African taxpayer to say we are investing. I'm making the deliberate point that is the South African taxpayer through the fiscus that is, of course, led the National Treasury Minister Kodongwana, and then gave us the kind of support that is required. And what is the reward we want to give to the country is to ensure that the lights are on, one, is to ensure that the ESCOM gets back to profitability because we owe the country that. The third one is to make sure that this electricity is affordable. But the affordability is a question. ESCOM is a big part of that, but as a ministry, we're going to address that. Because, yes, indeed, we don't have load shedding, but there are many people in many parts of the country that are experiencing load reduction. So that's a downstream isolated capacity constraint, such that the infrastructure at the level of distribution and reticulation is not sufficient to provide for the demand that is placed on that infrastructure. Like I said to the country, we're at the final stages of how we are going to resolve load reduction. And remember, we have a template on how we address load shedding. We know that part of that template is to make sure that there's a plan that is financed and resourced, and that's why I said to the country, give me that time, we'll come back, we understand the agency. And in fact, we're just putting the final touches, even by yesterday, to ensure that we are coming back to the country. Now we are addressing the new frontier, load reduction, in the same manner that we've been keeping the country abreast in how we are resolving load shedding. I'll come back to load reduction. We'll remain accountable, working with municipalities and other players going forward. And then we're able to execute Kubek Unit number 1 outage to ensure the extension of license, and that's the work that the team has done. On all of those priority areas in terms of our plan, we have scored above 80%. So it's green, 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 and that's why the lights are on. But our point was not to end at addressing load shedding. It's to ensure that going into the future, the country is not plunged into darkness.